be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. Jesus said to his disciples, "You are the salt of the earth. But if salt becomes tasteless, what can make it salty again? It is good for nothing, and can only be thrown out to be trampled underfoot by man. You are the light of the world. A city built on a hilltop cannot be hidden. No one lights a lamp to put it under a tub. They put it on the lampstand, where it shines for everyone in the house. In the same way, your light must shine in the sight of men, so that seeing your good works, they may give the praise to your Father in heaven." The Gospel of the Lord. Following Matthew, writing Jesus, his life, I cannot but admire his organizational skills of a program of life for Christians, for disciples of Christ. Last week, Matthew gave us the Beatitudes, the program of life that Christ has given us to follow. Today, exactly after it, we have a concrete way of living. In the message that we receive today, you are the light of the world. You are the salt of the world. In a way that Matthew and Jesus are appealing to us, listen, don't be just pleased with the baptism that you have received and say, I don't bother to move a finger in my way of living. If people leave me alone, I will leave everybody alone. I just want to sit on my own. Don't harm anybody, but let nobody harm me. And I am pleased with my way of living and with my Christian way. No way. This is not the way of Christ. This is not being a disciple of Christ. What we have received in baptism, this light to be light and salt of the earth, means that you have to be an active Christian, that you have to move forward, to shine, to show what you believe, to give the good news that you have received from Christ and live it to others. Some years ago, the founder of the Christophers in the United States, Father James Keller, who was a very, very good speaker, he had a great gathering of the Christophers in the Rose Bowl Stadium in Los Angeles in the evening. And he said, now don't be afraid, we are going to put off the lights, the floodlights in the stadium, and we are all going to be in total darkness. And that's what he did. The stadium was in pitch dark. Then he brought out from his pocket a box of matches. He lighted one match. And he said, can you see me? And of course all the stadium said, yes, we can see. The light was there. They saw the light. And then he said, now, when I tell you, you also light something, whatever you have in your pocket, a lighter, a torch, whatever you have in your pocket, see that you light it. 1, 2, 3. And they all lighted. And the whole stadium was lighted, full of light. That's the meaning, he said, of being the light of Christ. We live in darkness. Maybe even today more than ever before. We live in darkness. But we need to shine. We need to be the light. So don't be just content of coming here on a Sunday Mass, not harming anybody outside there. No. What light, what kind of light are you being to your family during the week, at your place of work, wherever you meet people, while driving your car, while meeting people? What kind of light are you? Are you being the salt of the earth? Are you giving light to the darkness that you live in or not? Or you just became also a part of the darkness in all of it? Yesterday morning, I received a phone call from a guy who is in prison over a year now. You remember those who live here and come here. You remember over a year ago during Christmas period, we had a break-in in the Millennium Chapel. A guy, a refugee, drunk or drugs, full of drugs. He came in, he broke the windows, he made havoc and took a couple of euros with him. We had the cameras there, the police came and then they arrested him and then he was put on trial. At that time I didn't even go to court. I said I forgive him. I wouldn't like to see him in prison, but the law is the law. And the police carried on with the case and he got 3 years of prison. He phoned me up yesterday. He said, I phoned you to ask for forgiveness. I am very sorry for what I have done. It wasn't myself at that time. I didn't realize what I was doing, and I am very sorry for what I have done. Imagine for a moment if when I received that phone call, I told this young man, listen, I don't care about your forgiveness. I don't even care of the state of mind you were in at that moment. We lost a couple of thousands of euros. You broke into my property. You should be ashamed of yourself. That's not the way you behave. And now it's good for you to pay for it in prison. Imagine if I have answered that way this phone call yesterday. I'm not saying this to boast of my faith. I said, but that is a temptation that comes to you when someone like this who have hurt you to answer. But would it have been a good example of being a light to the world and salt to the world? Would I have given a good example to this Muslim who came in to ask forgiveness? Instead I said, forget it, we forgot all about it. God bless you. I hope you'll be out soon. I hope that you learn from the lesson that you are taking while you are there and start a new life. Oh yes, 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 he said, of course. I will pay attention. And I won't do it again. This is the meaning of being salt of the earth and light. And we have so many instances during the day. We all have been helped by someone. We all might be helped again tomorrow by someone else. But we need to remember that Christ forgives, that we have to give an example of the right answer in a particular situation of pain and help. We have to behave as if Jesus was hurt at that moment. And then we will truly be the light and salt of the earth. Let's read this prayer we have on the screens. Christ as a light, illumine and guide me. Christ as a shield, overshadow and cover me. Christ be under me. Christ be over me. Christ be beside me, on the left and the right. Christ be before me, behind, about me. Christ the lowly and meek. Christ the all-powerful. Be in the heart of each of whom I speak, in the mouth of each who speaks to me, in all who draw near me, or see me, or hear me. Amen.